Still, especially with that start, how difficult was this one to try to keep fighting the whole game?
Well, I don't think it was difficult to keep fighting because it was more about us than it was about them. I mean, look, hats off to them. That's a good football team, but um, you know, there's an old saying: you can't win till you keep from losing around here. And that first half, was just you can't do that. You can't turn the ball over 4 times. And obviously, when we got it going, we were able to have success. Now we need to finish some drives better. And but obviously, you know, uh, the best team in the world is not. It's hard to win when you turn the ball over 4 times. So.
What was being said amongst you guys?
I mean, I think no one lost belief, no one lost faith, no one quit. I mean, it could have been a lot worse than it was. So, we had a chance to win it all the way down to the end, and we just kept fighting, we kept pushing each other, kept supporting each other, and knew it was more of us than it was them. I mean, look, like that just is the truth, and obviously they made the plays, and my hat's off to them, but it was not as much about X's and O's as versus some of our fundamental execution.
It's hard sometimes when you just come in after the game. But what do you think it was that ultimately settled you guys down and led to not having those?
I mean, look, you just got to do your job. Everybody's got to do their job. And like I said, like it wasn't like, oh my God, we got to throw out the whole game plan. Like no, like we just had to settle down, make some plays, and we were able to do that. Get on track, get on the rhythm. Obviously. Just weren't able to do that enough, and then weren't able to finish some drives, and then, but like I said, dig yourself in that hole. Whatever points we gave up, 4 turnovers in our 1 a pick six, and then 3 in their territory. I mean, that's some really tough sledding. So, proud of the way the whole team fought. Defense played their tails off, and when we got it going, we were able to string some good drives together and showed a lot of mental toughness. Bouncing back from those, but just wasn't enough in the end. Too much to overcome.
What do you think a lot of these teams stay with the
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot. Obviously, comes from coach. Obviously, number one. He drives the ship, and then I think we have a lot of good leaders, a lot of tough guys, and leaders on the football team aren't just guys that are named captains, and it can't just be 5-6 guys or whatever it is pulling those ropes. So from the whole coaching staff to the whole team, the organization, I just think guys are fighting, got a lot of pride, and I can respect that. And obviously, like I said, it's more about us than it is them, and I think that's been most of the cases this year when you go back and look at it. And that's NFL football. More games lost than they are won, and definitely you hear those sayings and things like that, and there's a lot of truth to it.
David, as a captain, how much do you feel for the defense?
Well, no, like I said earlier, I mean, look, we're putting them in impossible positions. Obviously, last week started the game that way, and then they made a great stand, and to make the stands they did this week, they can't do anything about the pick six. But when we put them out there, I mean, how many points did we allow?
I mean, without the pick six, it was 27 total.
Yeah, but I mean, off the turnovers, I mean, they were playing their tails off, and that's more on us than it is them, and they kept us in the game, and we were able to make some plays, and just weren't able to overcome that deficit, which is hard, like I said.
Yeah, with 11 minutes to go, you're down 7.
Yeah.
Kind of thoughts for you guys kind of process there?
No, I mean, I thought we thought we had a chance. We knew we had a chance. Like I said, there was no doubt. Like OB didn't come over there and throw out the game plan and say, hey, we're running these new plays. Like, it was just our execution. They are a good football team. They made the plays, but it is our execution and, and the fundamentals of the game. So, I think we had belief in everything and what we were trying to do in the game plan. And obviously there was a lot of things that worked when we got it rolling, but just not enough.
David, with 2 final questions. With Trent being a healthy scratch, I know you don't make those decisions, but what have you seen from him over the last few weeks? I guess what would your message be to him?
Yeah, I appreciate Trent, and played a lot of football with him and everything he's done. So.
Your final question. What's your message for now you guys go home, final game of the season? You're just
Yeah.
trying to close it out.
We got one more opportunity with this football team. I think as a young guy, that's hard to realize that, like, it's not going to be the same, you know. And your first time from college, yeah, you know the seniors are leaving, but it's going to be the same football team for the most part. And the NFL, it's not like that, you know. Guys retire, guys get cut, guys get traded, guys leaving free agency, you know, whatever it is. There's all different routes and avenues. So it's the last opportunity for this football team to play together. And I think, you know, you get an older guy, you value that because you know. And you know, I've seen, you know, obviously the turnover, you know, in my room, and things like that. So just want to take advantage of every opportunity you get, because you know, you never know when it's going to be the last. And you know, we have a great opportunity to finish the year right in front of our home fans. Thanks, guys.